to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a rainy day here in Georgia. Right now it's 46 degrees, going up to a high of 57, but it's raining, y'all. It's raining. Now, is it going to rain all day long? I have no idea. I think it is, but I don't think it's going to rain as much. I think it's going to taper off sometime around the afternoon, but right now it's raining. It's not cold, though. It's decent, so, but it is what it is. Still a beautiful day to be here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, December the 6th. And guess what other day it is? It is Election Day. Yes, today is the Election Day here in Georgia. The runoff between Warnock and Herschel Walker, Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker, is going down today. I got to tell y'all, it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Because I tell you, Herschel has a lot of supporters, which is very surprisingly. Like, I see people get on commercials and say stuff, and I'm like, what does that say about you? Because when you listen to him talk, it's like, yeah, like, what does that say about, not even him, what does that say about you? So I'm just curious to see, like, how it's going to roll out. I've seen the commercials over and over. I said next year, like the next election we have, I'm going to keep a recycling bin for all of the campaign marketing postcards that I get. It's ridiculous, y'all. It's ridiculous the number of postcards we get, but I get it. I understand why they do it. They want to remind you to do what you need to do. But I said, you know what? I'm going to recycle because I never do. It's just like they just go in the garbage. But next time there's an election, I'm going to recycle. Especially, I know when the presidential election roll around in 24, I can just imagine the amount of paper that's going to come through my front door. Just the amount of paper that came through the front door for the elections that started in November and up until like right now. Like, I got about 4 postcards yesterday for Warnock and I think I got about 2 for Herschel. Like, it's unbelievable. And I thought about it and I said, heck, I could probably make me some gas money just recycling all of the paper that comes through my front door. It is ridiculous. I was like, wow. But I get it. You have to listen. They want to win. They have to market. They have to make sure that their message stay in front of us as much as they can be. So, and they have the budgets to do. I wish I had a budget like that. Lord have mercy. If I had the kind of budget that they had to market my business, things would be different. Yes, they would. But anyway, the election is happening today, so I'll be watching very attentively tonight to see how it's going down. Yeah, I'll be over there watching the big boards probably on MSNBC or something, just to see what's happening. The polls close at 7, and so I'm gonna tune in right at 8:00 because right around 8:00 we should have a good idea about where we're going here in Georgia as far as the Senate race. But anyway, let's get on with the show. So today is Talk Business Tuesday. I'm going to talk about why it may be a good idea to start an online store in 2023. And so I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it because I've started one now. And it's exciting, to say the least. It's work. It's a lot of work, but it's exciting. And so I'm going to talk about why would be a good time for anybody, especially people who have products to sell. And if you're just going to farmers markets and things like that, you definitely want to, tune into this. If you make stuff by hand and stuff like things like that, you definitely want to listen to the second part of this show after I finish the horoscopes to find out why would be a good time, in the year to come to start an online business and what does that look like. So I'm going to tell you, what I've been doing and just give you some idea of some of the things that you could possibly do and what to expect on this journey. All right. But before I get into all of that, let's get on with this show. So today is Tuesday, December the 6th. It's also World Trick Shot Day, St. Nicholas Day, National Pawnbrokers Day, National Miners Day, National Microwave Oven Day, and National Gazpacho Day. I've heard of gazpacho, but I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of food, I think. If you know what it is, don't judge me. I think that's what it is. But anyway, these are your national days, and so let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrology for today, December the 6th. We're going to kick this thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You are best to move quickly and get in good with the boss. Nothing can be resolved if you don't want to talk about it. Try not to judge too quickly. All right, so nothing is going to be resolved today, Aries, if you don't want to talk about it. I always say this. You have to talk about it. It's not going to go away because you don't talk about it. So even though you think that if I don't say anything, it's just going to disappear, it won't. What it's going to do is sit somewhere in a corner in somebody's mind or your mind and just grow, and then it starts to fester, and then it becomes just like this sore, and then it becomes like a disease, then it just blows up and explodes like a blister. That's a very vivid picture, right? But I needed you to understand that, Aries, like just because you don't talk about it doesn't mean it's going to go away. I know people who, they just can't make a decision in the moment. They have to sleep on it, pray on it, think on it, dream on it, ask somebody else about their opinion. It's too much. You got to talk about it. If you want it resolved, you got to talk about it. All right, Taurus, don't force your opinions on friends or relatives unless you are prepared to lose their favor. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't take your frustrations out on loved ones. Listen, if you're frustrated, Taurus, don't put that junk on nobody else. Go sit in a corner somewhere in Woosah. Go outside, get some fresh air. Go walk in the rain. You'll feel better after you get wet up. For real. Go out. Listen, don't push that on other folks. If you're frustrated, you're the reason you're frustrated, not them. Trust me when I tell you, it's you. It's you. And then on the flip side, don't believe everything you hear. You know, there's an old saying, don't believe everything you hear and only half of what you see. Yes, I've heard that plenty of times, because some of the things you see may not be what you think they are, right? And half of what you hear, half the time, is somebody's version of what was said. I'm just telling the truth. What you hear secondhand is somebody's version of what was actually said, because they're going to come back and they're going to bring the story totally differently. I do these horoscopes every day. It's written one way, but you get my version every day. Like, I give you Michael's version and I give you my opinion. Now, for people who don't know, they may think that's a part of the whole horoscope. Nope, that second part is my opinion. So don't believe everything you hear and only half of what you see. Gemini, you can offer your help to others, but back off if they appear to be offended by your persistence. You would need to work diligently in order to accomplish even the smallest amount. Luck is with you. Luck is with you, Gemini. I feel like I'm from Star Wars. May the force be with you. Luck is with you. In the meantime, you can offer help to others, but listen, you can offer the help, but you can't make them take your help, Gemini. And I know you want to help, right? You can see how what you're offering can actually help them. But here's the thing. They may be offended for you trying to help them, because they may feel like they don't need any help. Sometimes that happens, right? I realize, listen, when I offer up my help, my suggestions, my opinions, I'm just going to offer it. And trust me, if people don't take me up on it, I stop trying to get them to take me up on it. So I will say what I'm going to say, and then I keep it moving. Now, if you come back and say, Audrey, explain, elaborate a little bit more on that, then I will. But for the most part, I don't go into details anymore about a lot of stuff. I will share just enough. And if they want more, then they can ask me for it. But here's the thing. You'll know when they want more, because they will ask you for it. If they don't ask you for it, they don't want it. They don't want your opinion. They don't care what you're trying to say. They don't want it. And for many different reasons, they may not want it. Some people feel like they know it all. And you're looking at them saying, ooh, that's a mess. You can see it. Everybody around them can see it. But they think what they're doing is great. So, and then they may not accept the information coming from you, because they just may not like you. But somebody else can give the same information and they'll take to it. So just know, Gemini, you can't help everybody. That's the short version. Cancer, opportunities for new friendships are apparent. This is a great day for a family outing or just a drive. Be prepared to counteract the damage that adversaries are about to create. Don't you just hate them freaking adversaries? All right, so listen. Be ready. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So be prepared, Cancer. They're about to throw some wrenches in your plan. You need to be prepared. Your adversaries, watch your back too. Make sure you know who they are, because sometimes you don't know who they are, because they smile in your face and all the time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers, yes. Sometimes you don't even know who they are. Here's the thing though. When your gut is telling you watch out, when your gut is telling you don't trust them, Listen to the gut. The gut is normally always right. It's your second brain. Yeah. Do some research on that. That's some science, baby. I ain't make that up. That's science. In the meantime, opportunities for new friendships are apparent. Watch them too. Watch the new friends too. All of them. Watch everybody. I'm putting you on high alert, Cancer. Leo, family outings that aren't expensive will be enjoyable and strengthen ties. Move into a leadership position if you are determined to do so. Get into some activities that will help you in making new friends. All right, Leo, get out and meet some new folks. Do some activities that will help you meet new friends. I know for me, next year I'm straight up having me a game night at least once a month. I'm so looking forward to that because I don't have enough fun. So I want to meet new people, make new friends, and I have to do that. I got to get out of my office. So I'm doing game night at least once a month, and I'm going to do it somewhere. I haven't figured out exactly where just yet. And maybe I might do it over at either Mimi's Ice Cafe, which is kind of cool, but I might also do it at Slow Pour Brewery, downtown Lawrenceville. Both of them are downtown Lawrenceville. So all I know is I want to play games. I want to meet people. I want to have fun. And both of those have some spirits for people. Like if you want some frozen spirits, ice cream infused spirits, that's Mimi's. And if you want beer on tap, that's Slow Pour. So I have to figure out which one. But anyway, I'm going to do one of them. So in the meantime, Leo, figure out what you're going to do to make some new friends. You know, maybe you can start your own event like me. That's my plan. I'm going to start my own thing so I can meet new people and have some fun. Virgo, now is the time for completing hobbies that you've been working on for a long time. Make residential changes that will lift your spirits. You can do well on stage or behind scenes. The choice is yours. All right, look at you. Go ahead and put your acting debut out there. Go ahead, or your directing debut, whichever one. Right now, the choice is yours, baby. Virgo, it's time for you to step into the spotlight, either behind the stage or on the stage. The choice is yours. Now you got to make the choice. That's the thing. All right. All right, I'm going to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
It was so easy when we met. Future ahead of us, making memories. Our only hope is to forget. just another melody.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. We're gonna pick it up with Libra. Your personal life will be disrupted if you have been too busy with business. Do your own research and be prepared. You must not let others talk you into doing things that will probably limit you financially at a later date. All right, so listen. Do your research. Do your own research so you can be prepared. Don't wait on somebody else, Libra, to do it for you. Do your own research. In the meantime, you must not let others talk you into doing things that's going to limit you financially at a later date. Yeah. I know the holidays are coming. You want to buy these amazing gifts, but if it's going to stick you in the end and like January is going to roll around, because it's definitely coming around, and you have all these bills because you have let someone talk you into doing things that you know you should not have done, don't do that. Because at the end of the day, they're going to go on about their business and you're stuck with the bill, literally. All right? Scorpio, take time to find out all you can. You will want to complain about the injustice that is going on. Try not to lend or borrow money or belongings today. All right, listen. Take time to find out all you can. And in the meantime, don't borrow no money. Don't lend no money. Don't lend your stuff. Don't borrow nobody's stuff. Just say no to everything today. It's not the day, Scorpio. It's not today. It's not the day for you to do any of those things. You're going to regret it if you do. Sagittarius, you can make new friends and get involved in new hobbies successfully. You can help them more than they can help you. Problems with colleagues are likely. All right, listen, I just told y'all I'm going to have me a game night starting next year. I am, because I want to play. I want to have some fun, and I just got to figure out my location. I will be figuring that out in the next week, because I want to have fun. So you do the same, Sagittarius. Make new friends. Get involved in new hobbies. Find something that you can like enjoy and invite other people to join you. That's all. Like, I love spades. So it may be spades every third Friday night of the month or every third Saturday night. That's probably what it's going to be. Like, bring your deck of cards and come on in. That kind of thing. Capricorn, your involvement in groups will be favorable for meeting new and exciting individuals. It's all about meeting somebody. I'm telling you, I think I've read 5 horoscopes already, and it's about getting out, getting involved, meeting, hobbies, all of that good stuff. Yes. Your involvement in groups will be favorable for meeting new and exciting individuals. Satisfy your passionate mood. If you're looking to do something worthwhile, consider volunteer work. That's very worthwhile, and it makes you feel good. Yes, Capricorn, you want to feel good, do something nice for somebody. I don't know. I'm sure I probably told this story before, but I went to Chick-fil-A one day, and I always get the same thing when I go to Chick-fil-A. I get a salad. I get a Cobb salad with the avocado lime ranch dressing, and I get a sweet tea small, and a chocolate chip cookie. I always get that. That's my favorite meal from Chick-fil-A. So that's what I ordered. And when I got to the window, the cashier said the person in front of you paid for your meal, and I was like, what? And they were like, yeah. So I know that my meal come to $10.19. I already know that. So I was like, oh, that's so nice. So I said to them, I'm going to pay for the person behind me. So the guy was like, are you sure? I was like, yes. I can't remember what the bill was. I really don't remember what the bill was. But he said, you sure? And I was like, yeah. Like, their bill is more than yours. And I was like, no, that's fine. And I did, but I can't remember what it was. So I paid for the person behind me. So sometimes, doing good makes you feel good. Like, that person, they probably felt good for doing it for me. I felt amazing, so I did it for the person behind me. Just do something nice for somebody. If you're feeling funky, go out and do something nice, Capricorn, for somebody. Okay, Aquarius, it is best not to upset the apple cart if you learn information that may damage a colleague's reputation. Be aware that you don't get anything for nothing. Ain't that the truth? False information from someone trying to start a problem is likely. All right, listen. First of all, it is best not to upset the apple cart if you learn information that may damage a colleague's reputation. Here's the thing. That's not for you to share, Aquarius. Especially if it's going to damage someone's reputation. If it does not affect you, then stay out of it. That's the simplest thing you can do. It don't affect me. Has nothing to do with me. I'm going to bow out gracefully. That's what you do, Aquarius, because you could be in that same situation and you wouldn't want someone to damage your reputation. So what I'm going to say is, don't do unto others what you wouldn't want done to you. All right, now I should have said that at the end of the show. Don't do unto others what you wouldn't want done to you. So don't do that. All right. I'm just saying you shouldn't. I would never. I wouldn't do something that's going to damage somebody's reputation. You know, it may sound cool to put it out there because you're the one bringing the bone. I told you, my hairstylist said to me one time, a dog that bring a bone will take a bone. And I was like, what does that mean? Because I had no idea what she was talking about. That was real country. And she said it real country. I was like, what does that mean? And then she went on to explain what it meant. So just be careful about that. All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. All your energy should be directed towards money-making opportunities. Y'all know I like to hear that. Make sure that you make reservations early. Chances are you split up the last time because you didn't really want to make a commitment. Ooh, okay, fish, which one of you split up last time because you didn't want to make a commitment? That's funny because I don't think fish, most of us, well, let me just say this. The women, I don't know about the women. I don't know about the men. But the women, I don't think most of them mind making commitments. I think, now the men on the other hand, that's a different breed. So you might have to check with them on that. Because I'm thinking about something that I know right now. And yeah, they weren't really good even when they made commitments. Yeah, so yeah. I'm thinking about a couple of them right now coming to mind that are fish. And yeah, neither one of them were good at making commitments. They say they were committed, but they weren't really committed, if you know what I mean. In the meantime, fish, let's focus on getting this bag, baby. Let's focus on putting that energy into money-making opportunities. And today is Talk Business Tuesday. I'm going to talk about it. Don't listen. Forget all the rest of that crap. Focus on getting this bag. It's going to be 2023. What's your big plan for 2023? You got to get the bag to make it happen. Not always. It depends on what it is. You know, for me, I got big plans, big dreams. I need to make the bag happen. So my energies are focused directly on money making opportunities, not just opportunities on my business. Because I don't need any more opportunity. Lord knows I do not, unless they're gonna bring money. If they're bringing the bag directly to me and I ain't got to jump through so many hoops and hurdles, yes, come through. But if I got to start something new, yeah, I'm not interested. I got too much on my plate right now that I don't need another thing. All right. Okay, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes along with the election results tomorrow at 10 a.m. So let's keep this train rolling. So today is Talk Business Tuesday, and I want to talk about why it may be a good idea to start an online business in 2023. 3 simple reasons why. So recently, about a month ago, I started an online store called Pillow Envy. And so I kind of started a store year before last in 20 during the pandemic. I started a carpet store, rug store, and I got afraid. I got my first 3 orders like instantly, right? No marketing, not even realizing I had the orders until someone reached out and said, hey, when are my rugs coming? I'm like, what? So I got my first 3 orders, but it scared me because it was during the height of the pandemic, and I was really afraid because I was doing drop shipping. And the rugs were coming from like outside of the country. I thought they were coming from China, but they were actually coming from Turkey. And so when it was time for the rugs to come into the country, they kind of got stuck in limbo because of all the stuff that was going on with the pandemic. So I fulfilled the orders for the 3 rugs, and then I shut the store down. And I was like, yeah, I can't. This is going to drive me crazy. So I was like, nah, this too much. Like, I have no control. So this probably was me being a control freak. And I didn't think I was one. But I couldn't control the rugs because they were so far away. I couldn't. So anyway, I closed the rug store down at the end of right around like the end of 20 after making my first 3 sales. It was only open for probably about 2 to 4 weeks, and I got my first 3 orders like instantly with no marketing. Right? You would have thought that would have been proof of concept for me to keep going, but I got so deathly afraid of the fact that the rugs were in Istanbul, to be specific, and they were just kind of stuck there waiting to go through customs and all. And I was like, oh my God, that is way too much headache for me. So anyway, I decided to shut that store down. But recently, I had been contemplating on another store, and I was like, I want to start another store, but I had these very specific criteria. Like, I needed my manufacturer to be in the United States. I needed a product that was simple to produce. And I needed something that people would want to buy, that lots of them were sold. Now, that being said, the industry that I decided to go into was the pillow industry, like the home decor industry, which I love home decor. And what made me think about that was I looked at my bedroom, and I have got to have probably 8 to 9 pillows in my just one bedroom in my house, which is mine alone. The downstairs living room has 6 pillows. The room across the really here has 4 pillows. So it's pillows all over the house is my point. I got a pillow in my office. There's pillows all over my house. And so I was like, I like the pillow industry. Let's go into that industry. So that's what I decided to do. And so I launched my company, Pillow Envy, which I'm excited about. And it's all about pillows, and not just, pillows with unique artwork on them. Pillows with, all kinds of different things. And it's exciting because I realized in launching this company, I would never run out of content to put out, ever. I realized too that it's going to take me doing a lot of marketing because there is so much competition in this space, but that's okay. I'm up for the challenge. So 3 reasons why you should start a store in 2023. So my 3 reasons are simple. One of them is, you can do business easily without borders. Like, this is a business that I can run from anywhere in the world, right? I don't have to have a set location. I don't have to have a warehouse. I don't have to have any of those. So I decided to do print on demand, where I design my designs for my pillows, and then I send them to a printer, a manufacturer, who then take my designs, print them on fabric, and then make the pillows and send them to my customers as the orders come in. That's the power of where we are right now. So I'm not an artist. I know how to work a computer though, so I can do designs. I can spend a day making amazing designs that I then put into a system that creates artwork for me. Then I then put into a system that goes onto a pillow, and then that system sends it to my manufacturer. And whenever an order come in for my pillows, the manufacturer take that picture, they print my pillows, and they send them out. So that's one reason. It's really simple to start. You can do it from anywhere, and it's relatively. Reason number 2 is that it's relatively low to get started. So right now I spend $29 and I think $29.95 for my Shopify store, and then I spend $29 for my Printify store. So you're talking about $60 a month, and then I have some other ancillary products that I spend another probably $20. So $80 a month I spend to run my online business. That's nothing, y'all. I've made that back already. Like, I've had 2 sales already that took care of my monthly bills already, and I haven't done any marketing except for like some word of mouth to family and friends. And I haven't even talked to a bunch of them. I only talked to 3 people, and out of the 3 people I talked to, 2 of them bought a pillow. And I'm like, wow. So I haven't even talked about the business so much to my family and friends or anybody, because I've been still like crafting the website and putting up new designs and things like that. And so, it's relatively easy to start. You can do it from anywhere. It's really inexpensive to start. Like, if you can get someone to say, if you can put aside, let's say $500, you could probably run your business for the next 3 or 4 months easily while you build it up with that $500. And the reason I say 500 is because you're still going to have to get a domain name. You're still going to have to do like some kind of, a little bit of a promotion. Your domain name, you can go to GoDaddy or Bluehost or one of those places and get a domain name for probably like $11.99 for the year. So $500 is going to give you a little bit of cushion, maybe to go to Fiverr and get some marketing. You might want to get some Shopify store marketing from Fiverr. That may cost you maybe $100 or something. So say you just say, I'm going to take $500 and this is going to be my startup cost for my online store. That's not a lot of money. Now, it could be a lot if you don't have it. You don't need $500 to start, because you can pretty much start with nothing. Okay, so let me go back for a second. All right, so you can do this business from anywhere, right? Even if you don't have a product, you can do it from anywhere. Shopify has a partnership with a company called Oberlo, and Oberlo has any kind of product you could possibly think of, because that's why I started out first when I started my work company. I went into the Shopify store. I added the Oberlo app to my store. I picked out all these beautiful rugs and I put them in my store, and people loved them and they started to buy and scared the daylights out of me. So that was Oberlo is free. They're going to make their money on the back end. So they give you the opportunity to put products in your store for free, and then they will drop ship for you. That's called drop shipping. If you don't have the $29 to get started with Shopify, they have a $5 a month plan for you just to get started. Now, that gives you the opportunity to have a beautiful Shopify store where you can take orders. You can use Overload. Overload would pick your products out, put them in your store, and when someone purchases a product, Overload or its partners will ship the product to your customer. That's all. $5 to get you started. Now, if you have the stomach to do drop shipping, go for it. I just didn't have the stomach to do it. It made me sick and I cut it off. But if you have the stomach to do it, go for it. Now, another option for you is to do Etsy. Etsy is a search engine. It's an online marketplace search engine. I started out doing Etsy when I started Pillow Envy, but it had too many things, too much content I had to put in to get the store up and running. I was like, oh my God, that's going to shut me down, because I had already created like 75 designs at that point. And I was thinking, oh my God, now I got to go back and put in all this information that did not carry over from my Printify store. I got to go back and type all that stuff in. So I was like, no, I won't do that. So that's when I decided to go ahead and do Shopify, because it automatically pulls all my descriptions, product descriptions, everything's on my titles. It pulls it into the Shopify platform. So that's why I was like, I need to get up and running like right now. If I sit over here with Etsy, I know I'm going to get discouraged. So, and rather than get discouraged, I'm going to launch Shopify. I'm going to launch Etsy later, but right now I launched Shopify and it worked. So I launched Shopify. So reason number 1, you can do the business from anywhere in the world. Reason number 2 is relatively cheap to get started. And reason number 3, if you already have a product that you are going to farmers market and expos and vendor opportunities and pop-up shops, this may be a good year for you to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to take my business online. And here's why. Because you can reach way more people online in a way less expensive way than going around to all these different events. I already know, because I used to do it. So when I had my doll company, I went to a lot of my husband and I. People didn't even know I had a business partner. They thought he was my business partner because we went to so many shows together promoting those dolls. Now, what that did was I sold a lot of dolls, but when I tell you I was burned out, he and I were burned out. He wasn't even my partner. He was my boyfriend at the time. He wasn't even my husband. He was my boyfriend, but he was my ride or die. And we did so many expos and pop-up and so many vendor shows. I was burned out. So by the time 9 months of doing that was gone, I didn't even want to do the company anymore. I was so burned out. I had a website. There was a website for the doll company, but there was not all of the ways to market the website like there are right now. There was no Shopify. And if it were, I didn't know about it. So what did we do? Even though there was a website, I went to all of these shows and I did all of these vendor opportunities. And when I tell you, it burned me completely out to the point where I just like, okay, I'm done. I'm exhausted. And so starting an online store can remove that for you. Now, that being said, am I saying not to ever do like an in-person event? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is leverage the power of online shopping to help you spread the word and build your brand globally. That's what I'm saying. In your local market, you are a local vendor. Online, you can become a global vendor instantly with the help of many marketing tools and systems put in place and a beautiful online store that costs you $5 a month. So if you make products, whether it is a baking product, whether you're making digital paper products, whether you're making Afghans, you're knitting sweaters, you're making socks, you're making hats, whatever it is you make the best barbecue sauce, put it on an online store in 23. And see how to make that grow for you. And it leverages these platforms to help you reach a wider audience versus just in your own backyard. I have nothing against backyard marketing. Nothing at all. But what I would tell you, if you keep doing that, you're going to get burned out. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to not love the business anymore and you're going to want to quit. It happened to me. I'm not talking about something I don't know. I'm talking about something that happened to me. I remember my husband and I drove to North Carolina to do a show. And we only had like my 3 dolls. We didn't have like dolls with different clothes and things like that. So our first day at the show, when we were setting up our booth, we noticed that there were a lot of doll vendors, and they had dolls who had different clothes and all these beautiful different outfits on. And we were looking like I I have a set of dolls. They all have I had a whole case of dolls, right? But they had on the same outfits. There was no variety of clothing. So he and I left. We put our stuff inside the vendor space that night. And we left and we found the fabric store in North Carolina. And we went to the fabric store and we bought some fabric and some fabric glue. And we spent half the night in literally half the night in our hotel room gluing clothes together. So we could have a variety of dolls for people to buy from. So we took the clothes off that the dolls had on, and we put on these new homemade clothes that we used fabric glue to put on. People bought them like crazy. It was amazing. I was like, all we had was fabric glue, but it worked. And so, but those are the type of things I did. Did I have a lot of fun doing them? Yep. He and I had a lot of fun. Like, we're looking forward to doing vendor opportunities with this pillow company. But right now, I'm starting online, and there are some very specific vendor opportunities that I will be taking, but it won't be like I did for 9 months. No, it won't be that, because I don't have to do that anymore, and neither do you. You don't have to do all of those pop-ups. Now, unless you just like doing them. Now, it's just something you just like doing because you're a people's person. You're not a computer person. You just like being out in the neighborhood. It's not really important that you scale, because you really can't scale when you're doing like farmers markets and pop-up. You can't really scale like that. That's going to be hard. I'm going to tell you that right now. If that's who you are and that's all you want to do, that's cool. But if you're saying, you know what, I really want to scale my business in 23, I need to reach a wider audience of people, then I'm going to invite you to look at starting an online store, because it is relatively easy to get started. It is, you can do it from anywhere. It is very cost effective. You don't even have to make a product. Just find something that you like and can get passionate about and put it out there. It's so, when I tell y'all, it's so many opportunities to sell something online, and people buy anything. I personally like my industry because, I buy a lot of pillows. As a matter of fact, one of the people that bought my pillow said, I love pillows. I'm like, really? I never thought about it as a love. But when she said that, I'm like, really? People love pillows? They love them? So that was like, oh, okay. That gave me some ideas. So anyway, just think about that. If you know that your goal in 2023 is to level up and scale your business, think about starting an online store. That could help you so much. I mean, and it doesn't have to be in home decor. It could be anything. Candles. There are companies out there right now that will make your candles on demand for you and you can put them in your store. You can put your sayings on them, all of your words of wisdom, your poems, whatever it is, you can put it on the candle and sell it. And you can do that. You can do that. It's possible, right? Just think about what it is you want to do. You want to sell purses? There's a company out there right now that have the cutest little purse software. All you got to do is design the purses and sell them. You're selling the design. When I tell you the opportunities are endless, they're endless, And so what I'm going to tell you is to do your due diligence. I want you to look at drop shipping products. You're going to get a lot of opinions. You're going to get a lot of information about drop shipping. I'm going to tell you to follow your gut, follow your heart, do your homework. If you already have, I'm going to tell you to look at print on demand, because that's another one. That's what I do. I started out doing drop shipping with my rugs, but they scared me so bad I stopped doing that, and I decided to go the print on demand route, what they manufacture right here in the United States. As a matter of fact, my manufacturer is in North Carolina, which is pretty cool. So I was like, it's really close, right? So think about drop shipping. Do your research on that. Do your research on print-on-demand companies. There are hundreds of them. I mean, whatever you could probably think about printing. You want to sell car seats, car seat covers? Yes, they got manufacturers that you can do print-on-demand car seat covers. You want to sell pajamas, like nice luxury pajamas with your own designs on them? Yes, they have companies. You want to sell shoes? Yeah. Sneakers? Yep. Croc-like shoes? Yes. Anything you could possibly think of selling, you can get it printed on demand these days and sell. So think about that. And then the last thing is, if you hand make your products, and you want to scale, I'm going to tell you, starting an online store could be great. But what I'm also going to say is, if that's the case, before you even think about setting up an online store, if you make all your products by hand, You may want to figure out how will you be able to scale those products once you make them. Are you doing custom products where it's one of a kind and you only do them when people pay to be for customization, right? Or are you creating products one at a time that you go back and duplicate over and over again? If that's the case, you may want to find a manufacturer to help you. You may want to create the original design, but find a manufacturer that's going to help you. You may create the original recipe, but find a co-packer that can help you scale. Because trying to go online and scale a product where you're the only person that's doing the work, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you. I'm just telling you the truth. So I want you to think about starting a store in 2023, but I also want you to think about what that's going to take. And for some people, it may be too much. But if you're like me and you're trying to level up and scale, yeah, you do your homework so you can get it done. All right. I hope that helps somebody. In the meantime, check out Pillow Envy. Yes, it's my baby. PillowEnvy.co. www.pillowenvy.co. Check me out. All right. I'm about to go and also I put the description. I put the link in the description. So just click on all my links if you want to support this show. Click on all of them. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you my word of inspiration for the day before I say goodbye for the day. So stay tuned.
Caught by a feeling, goes beyond the right or wrong, gets me what I want. I'm hanging
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to give you my words of inspiration. And here it goes. It says, don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. Let me say it again because somebody missed it. Don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. Drew Houston said that, and boy, was he or she right. Listen, you can't worry about failure. You're going to fail. And here's the thing. If you're not failing, then you're not doing anything. Trust me when I tell you that. I watched the game last night, right? I watched the game. I saw Tampa Bay. I thought they were going to lose. But you know what? Brady was determined to win. They won by 1 point in the last 13 seconds of the game. When I tell you he drove the ball down the field, he drove the ball down the field. Here's the thing. He wasn't worried about failing. He wasn't worried because he had failed before. What you have to focus on that one time. And you got to focus on the one time, y'all. Yes, you're going to fail. And if you're not failing, you're not doing a thing. Don't focus on that. If you fail, learn a lesson from it and keep it moving. You know how many times I failed and started over? Too many times for me to even count. But that does not stop me. And I know some people are looking at me like, girl, you should just give it up. Never. I would never give it up. Not until I hit the goals that I plan to hit. Not until I reach the pinnacles that I plan to reach. Yeah, that's by Drake, y'all. That's by Drake. So listen, don't give up, y'all. Don't worry about failure. Just know that you only have to be right once. Once, that's it. But you can't be right once if you don't do anything at all because you're afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is an opportunity to learn. All right? All right, that's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 47 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Listen, if you like this show, please support it by going to the links below in the description. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Talk Business with Audrey is the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on that channel before January 1. That's what I'm trying to do because YouTube has all these great things coming out, but I need to be at 1,000 subscribers. You can help me do that. It's free. You ain't got to play nothing. Just click subscribe and hit the notify button so you know when I go live and when I drop a new video. So go to Talk Business with Audrey on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel there. I would really appreciate that. That will help me so much to continue to do this show that I love doing so very much. And I got an anniversary coming up for this show. So please do that for me. I would appreciate it. Thank you again for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. Until next time, my friends. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.